human beings, to survive, we need to live from a heart place. Or should we say that the more we live from a heart place, then the more true happiness there is in the world, and the more life is worth living.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing to me how it's been able to be pulled off with all the derivatives and things like that. But at the same time, it's almost, to me, it's a sign that it's the last kind of gambling that these people are going to be able to do. And someone once said, it's like we see the rats leave the ship, if you know what I mean. It's going to sink, it's going down, and then at the end of it, they don't really care about anything to maintain the ship or take care of things. It's just it's going to collapse anyway, so let's go for it and hoard all we can. I don't know. That's kind of a sign to me that I see.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's right. The American empire is clearly in a last gasp in many ways. I don't mean it'll go away immediately, but it's going to implode. Europe is imploding.
Yeah, with the euro right now. Yes,
euro. Whether highly doubtful whether Europe will hang together. But it's also, that's the potential for the United States as well. To split into regions.
Yes.
Because there's a radical difference between, for example, the East Coast, the Bible Belt in the middle, who have a whole different set of attitudes, views, and everything, and then the West Coast, which I'm familiar with because I lived there for 5 years. You couldn't get more different between sort of Californians and Bible Belters. They couldn't really even talk to each other. The worldview is so different, they couldn't really even talk to each other.
And geographically, the place is so big that it's like different countries there as well, obviously. Yeah.
Exactly. So it could easily become different countries.
Okay, so Leo, obviously there's so much more, to talk about that we are going to do later here as well. I want to get into more specifics in terms of shamanism, the shamanic way, and the things that you have learned, and if there's some knowledge, so to speak, that you'd like to share with me and our listeners. But I think that this is a good place here, Leo, to begin to round things up for the first hour. I want to mention your website again, obviously, shamanism.co.uk. Or .co.uk. But I want you to mention your book titles as well, Leo, and how people can get copies of those if they're interested in reading some of the material that you produced.
Certainly. The last book I put out is called The View Through the Medicine Wheel. It's published by O Books. It's available on Amazon. It's also available from my website, as is the previous one, Shamanic Path Workbook. That's published by Arima Publications, but it's available on Amazon or through my website. Thorson's Way of Shamanism, and in its previous incarnation as Principles of Shamanism, is actually out of print, but you can sometimes get copies via Amazon. And then Spirituality Without Religion, which it will be ready in about a couple of months, and again that'll be on my website and on Amazon as soon as it's ready. I'm republishing. It was available with another title, but I mistitled it before. Although the subtitle, "The God Who Hates Sex, Women, and Human Bodies," is spot on.
There you go. All right, excellent. Some resources for you guys out there to check out. But again, shamanism.co.uk, and the new book that is coming out is called Spirituality Without Religion. Proceed to the members area for more of Leo Rutherford. We are going to talk about the 4 steps of the shaman, the process of becoming whole, about letting go, regaining your self-esteem, to face death, to stop the world and to stop the mind, and how to finally master the wheel of life, your wheel of your life. We talk about Leo's view of this planet as a kind of asylum, the two different paths of involvement and disinvolvement. But we start things up talking about the role of the shaman in today's world and some of the problems that we are facing. Can shamanism offer any solutions to some of these problems? Who and what is the shaman in these times? We discuss balance in nature, creation, and in the human being. We talk about age, knowledge, and about Leo's kind of remote viewing sessions and how his outlook is on the immediate future. Don't miss this wonderful second hour with Leo Rutherford for much more on shamanism. Take a look at our upcoming guests in our radio archive, and don't forget that we have a year of free radio programs for you up on our site. You can always click into our archive. Programs older than 1 year and the second hour that we do with most of our guests is available in our members area, so log in or sign up for much more. Just click on members or subscribe for more information.